Baby, you want baby? What? Canelo Alvarez? Is he leaving the PBC? Breaking news! But before we talk about that, we have to talk about this, the giveaway. Remember not that long ago when we gave away $30,000 in cash to one of you lucky subscribers, Tim Butler. Still, congratulations, brother. Tim Butler winning $30,000 just by being a subscriber. Well, we're doing it again. This is what we're doing this time. We're giving away $30,000 in cash as soon as we reach 250,000 subscribers. Look, no. Look at the subscriber count. Look down there right now. We're not that far away. Once we get to 250,000 subscribers, once we get there, we will be giving away $30,000 in cash to a lucky subscriber in this community.
Hey. Charles Edward Cheese is funding the $30,000 giveaway. Charles Edward Cheese is the GOAT. ShowBizz adult. You ain't doing shit.
Thanks, Pup. I was just getting to that. Listen, Charles Edward Cheese, he is funding this giveaway. Charles Edward Cheese, he's the GOAT. Everybody, put the cheese emojis down there in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this video for your chance to win $30,000. Good luck. I hope it's one of you. 250K, I will be giving 30K away. Okay, so now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this breaking news. Canelo Alvarez, is he leaving the PBC? Let's check this out. Let's check this out here on X. Michael Benson, he says, Canelo Alvarez's next two fights now look unlikely to be with Al Heyman's PBC. He instead reported to be eyeing a return to Eddie Hearn's MATCHROOM to fight Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia, and not or, and Jaime Munguia on the zone this year. Oh my God, we have to talk about this. There's two topics that we really have to talk about when discussing this being the very highly likely news for Canelo Alvarez. One, so Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day, neither one of those dates is going to be the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. Neither one of those dates is going to be him. Now, we know the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, is moving up to light heavyweight. We don't know if that's permanent, or we don't know if it's temporary. If you're talking about going up and then moving back down, I can't see him coming back down. So David Benavidez may just be a light heavyweight, and that just may be where he stands. As far as Canelo Alvarez at 168, now what's left for him? With him leaving the PBC, you can't expect him to take on a Charlo or a PBC fighter. Canelo Alvarez going to MATCHROOM, naturally, he will be fighting a MATCHROOM fighter. Not a lot of us are excited about a possible Canelo Alvarez versus Berlanga match. We all saw Berlanga, how he was looking against McCrory. He looked okay, but what has he done to be able to nail a Canelo Alvarez fight? But this Berlanga has always been in the background, right? Eddie Hearn has said many times, Berlanga versus Canelo Alvarez. If you want to talk about anyone who doesn't deserve that fight with Canelo Alvarez, it's Berlanga for many reasons. But he is what, a mandatory, they said? Isn't he a mandatory or like #1 contender when it comes to the belts and stuff like that? He's in line, all right? As far as Jaime Munguia, he looks good. Now, we do want to see a Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia fight, but we don't want to see it over the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. It looks like we're all going to be disappointed in never getting Canelo Alvarez versus Benavidez. And I thought the move to the PBC was strictly to fight David Benavidez. He went to the PBC, looks like he's leaving, no David Benavidez. And here's what we're left with. I would love to know how you guys feel about those two possible fights. Jaime Munguia, I'm good with. Berlanga, hell no, Canelo. Now, here's the second point I want to make. Isn't Canelo Alvarez under contract? How is he allowed to leave the PBC? I don't know how those contracts were written up, but if those contracts had anything to do with his fights being on Showtime, then those contracts may have just been voided. And he could walk right away from those contracts since those contracts included something that they can no longer do or no longer provide. for Canelo Alvarez. That's why you were hearing whispers about Canelo Alvarez still possibly having fights on Showtime after Showtime dropped the PBC, because Showtime may have just been written in his contract. If that's the case, Canelo Alvarez can highly likely walk away. And that is why this news is pretty likely. I would love to know what you all think in the comments below. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the PBC right now? It's not really a good start on Amazon Prime. First fight being that of Keith One Time and Tim Tszyu taking on each other, with Rolly and Aesop Pitbull Cruz on the undercard. Good card, but not considered the most grand first step for the PBC. Many people thought it was going to be Gervonta Tank Davis, who will be fighting Frank Martin, and that is a good fight for Amazon. But who else do they have as a superstar? Errol the True Spence, what is he doing in the future? Terrence Bud Crawford, how long is his contract with the PBC? And do all of their contracts include Showtime? Can they all walk away? When it comes to Canelo Alvarez joining MATCHROOM, and you know they all fight on the platform DAZN. DAZN is looking good right now with the stars like Canelo Alvarez being added, but then you have AJ and all those boys. I think it's Tyson Fury versus Usyk. If that's going to be on DAZN, I know Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney. That's going to be on DAZN. DAZN is looking good right now as a platform. I would love to know how you all feel about the PBC and how their future looks. As of right now, losing Saul Canelo Alvarez is a big hit against the PBC. Also, is a big hit against what they have promised to deliver with Amazon Prime. I don't think Amazon Prime would be that happy, but PBC is extremely strong. I know they're going to bounce back, and this right now seems to be a very, very strong rumor, a very loud whisper, but it doesn't mean that it's confirmed. Let me know how you all feel in the comments below. ShowBizz the Dope. Good luck to one of you subscribers to win that $30,000. I'm out.